I'm Michael from New Orleans. I'm an attorney. I had 16 cut RK back in the 90s, and I had 4 cross cuts. And my surgery worked fine for about 10 years, and then my vision started to fail. I was able to wear glasses at first, and then glasses were unable to correct my vision. I went to hard scleral contact lenses, and that worked well, but I couldn't wear them as often or as long as I needed to. So I needed to find another option. I was told that I could get a cornea transplant. I was hesitant to do that, so I looked around online and I found Dr. Gulani. And I've learned through his website and through talking with him that there are alternatives. And what I did is I went through 2 procedures so far on my left eye. Because my cross cuts, my cornea had 2 bulges in it, so it was very difficult, if not possible, to refract properly, and that was affecting my vision. So he did a LaZrPlastique surgery at first, which replaced the lens. After that, I was hoping I'd be able to see a lot better, but he told me that was unlikely because of the shape of my cornea, and most likely I'd have to go through a second procedure. It turned out he was correct. So I went through the second procedure yesterday, and it made all the difference. I'm able to see much clearer now. We'll see how my vision lands over time, but I couldn't be more pleased. I was concerned after my first surgery because I couldn't see as well as I'd hoped to, but my concerns have gone away. I've been very pleased with everybody, how I've been treated, the time that Dr. Gulani spent with me, explaining things, his staff explaining things were fantastic. So I couldn't be pleased, and I'm looking forward now to my second eye surgeries.
And as his wife, I can say that the difference in his demeanor and the hope that he's been given is something that is really amazing. I'm sure all of you sitting around the table, when you see your vision deteriorating and be something that you might not be able to use, we're both lawyers, and so if you can't read, if you can't write, it's really a hard thing. And so just to be able to see the optimism and the hope has been really, really encouraging.
I'm Michael Collins. I'm from Northwest Indiana near Crown Point. I had very poor vision, starting to wear glasses when I was 5 or so, and I would say rough guesstimates was around 2200 vision, so I had very thick glasses. And I went that way for about 28 years, and I decided that I wanted to do something. I didn't want to just wear these hard contacts for the rest of my life. The dirt would blow in my eyes. It was terrible. So I couldn't wear soft due to my poor vision. And so I grew impatient and decided to get RK. When I had heard whispers of this new laser surgery, just hang on in there a few more years, and I was already 28, and I was tired of losing my glasses because I couldn't see more than 6 inches in front of my face. So I had the RK done, and it was an amazing experience. I was able to, open my eyes leaving that place in 1992, and I could read street signs, and without glasses, it was like I was amazed. But it wasn't perfect. Unfortunately, it's hard to dial a RK surgery in perfect, and especially for it to last for years. So here I am, 31 years later. I noticed in my left eye, which has always been the weaker of the two, the doctor did a very good job on my right eye for the RK, which has enabled me to live my life and do pretty much everything without glasses the whole time. But my left eye was never as good, and here lately, it seems like in the mornings I was waking up, I couldn't read anything. Street signs were getting harder to see. My vision was noticeably deteriorating, so I decided to just investigate and see what I could do. Where can I go to find help? And so I got online and looked up RK repair, and Dr. Gulani came up, really one of the few doctors that even had anything that could help. And so I started watching the videos, and I'm like, this is probably the guy I need to see. You know, it's unfortunate that we're so far away. Why you know, I live right by Chicago. Why can't I find somebody so close? But no, they don't have anybody. So yeah, I decided that I'm going to take the step and try to get my eyes fixed, because I'm afraid in 2 years I'm not even going to be able to pass my driver's test, my vision test too. And I'm also a heavy equipment operator. I'm a union operator, and I need to see signals. I need to see, you know, I don't want to hurt anybody. You know, I'm responsible for, you know, a lot of people. So, you know, I don't want to retire yet. I'm 58, and I don't want to retire yet, although you can retire at 55 in my trade, and I see them go. But I still need to keep working. So yeah, so this is the step I needed to take, and probably both eyes will need two stages, because might as well get the cornea replaced in my right eye as well when this one's done. But the LaZrPlastique surgery, I'm hoping, like this, Michael, that I'm also gonna get that vision back, because right now it's very poor. I don't know, 20/80, something like that. It's not good at all in my left eye. My right eye is better, but it's barely 20/40. So yeah, I just very hopeful and grateful that I'm in this position where I can even be here. You know, it's hard to afford something like this, so I'm just grateful that everything has happened. I have a lot of support in my girlfriend here too. She's awesome. So thank you.
Stan, I live in Nebraska. I had a 16 incision RK in both eyes way back in March of '84, so full 39 years ago now. And I was technically, I could see 20/20 after the surgery, but it was never good vision. I had ghosting shadows, and so I struggled along for quite a while. Finally, in early 2000, I went out to California, and I had PRK by a noted doctor out there, and I had gone like to +6. I was very, very farsighted, and the PRK took care of that, and I was better. I was able to finish my career, and then once I retired, I didn't need to see quite as good anymore. I didn't need to see the fine detail. I was a tool and die maker, and so I was getting along okay, and then these cataracts came, and it seemed like it happened pretty fast, and then my vision was just getting really bad, and so I went online again, started searching. I found Dr. Gulani and saw the testimonials, and it's just a real deal. And so some of the people that had posted on there, I contacted them via direct messaging, and so I've been in contact with them personally, and so they've been very helpful, very, very supportive, and I thought this is a real deal. I've got to do this, and so I'm on my first visit down here. I had the LaZrPlastique, and it seems to have done what it's supposed to do, but I'm still kind of early in my journey. But I'm hoping to get through this and see much, much better, and start enjoying life again, enjoying my retirement. I live a very active lifestyle. Avid cyclist and runner for many years, and hopefully get back to enjoying life like I had been.
Okay, my name is Steve Hines. I'm from a little town called Oil City, Pennsylvania. Lived there my whole life. Unlike you, Mike, I wore glasses from time I was in kindergarten. I had the thick glasses because I was very nearsighted. And after getting hired by a career or paid fire department, we had a fire one day in a foundry, and I didn't have any glasses on underneath my face mask, and it was a foundry where they poured molten steel, and I drug the hose in the building because the office part was on fire, but I couldn't see good enough to tell what was burning. All I could see was this glow in front of me, so I was going to open the bail of the nozzle on this glow, which turned out to be a giant ladle of molten steel, which would not have ended well for me or anyone else in that area. But I didn't do it, and long story short, after all that, I decided I had to take some kind of action so I could see better as a firefighter. So, you know,
It's
2100 vision without glasses didn't make it very good. I decided to take that leap, and LASIK was not available. And this was in the early 90s. So there was a pretty big practice nearby. They did RK surgery. I had RK, it's called AK, which they make 2 incisions on the outside of your eye to help flatten the cornea and make your vision better. And it seemed to work okay. I could see good, with the exception of my right eye, which for some reason on my right eye overreacted to the steroid drops. So my pressures in my eye went up, way high. They said, you gotta quit using drops cold turkey today. Don't take them anymore. And so it never healed correctly. And so I sort of just lived with it. I could see good out of my left eye, and with glasses, I could see okay enough to get by. So as years went by, my left eye, which seemed to be good, it started getting bad. So I kept getting different prescriptions, and I couldn't wear contacts. I couldn't make one fit my eye. So at that point, I went back to this bigger practice, and they said, there's nothing really we can do for you, maybe then a corneal transplant, but because I know a guy in Vancouver, British Columbia that does PRK with collagen cross-linking. So so I fly out to Vancouver and meet this doctor out there. They did PRK on both eyes. Now going into that, he told me that my right eye would probably not come out very well. He says your cornea is very misshaped, and they do a topography or a mapping of your eye to guide their laser. It's not guided by the doctor, it's guided by a computer. He says they couldn't get a good topography of my right eye. So they went ahead and did it. My left eye turned out great. I could see just fine. It's 2020. Still to today, it's 2020. My right eye was like 2200. It's like I could see stuff, but it was blurry.
very blurry.
So they fitted me with a scleral lens at that point, and which made it okay. And I could see okay with it. Now if I took it out, I could still see good on my left eye, but I could tell that something's off here. Because they make fun of me at work now. I retired from a fire job as the fire chief in the city, and when we retired, we just got a pension with no health care. So I was in that bridging point where I still needed health care for a few more years. And so I found a job at the state police, and they make fun of me at work because I have 4 computer screens I sit in front of, and I got 3 pair of glasses laying there, depending on which screen I'm looking at and how my eyes are feeling that day. And I got to pick up one pair to look at one thing, put them down, pick up another pair to look at something else. And so I started looking around, and I asked my local doctor, is there something more you can do? He says, well, you've got a cataract in your right eye now, but we don't want to touch that. You got so much other stuff going on there that they didn't want to touch my right eye. So same as everyone else here, I just got online and started looking, and my wife can tell you that I spent hours on the computer watching videos and listening to Dr. Gulani, and like he says, I was a little very skeptical at first, how come nobody else is doing this? I mean, this is a big country, lots of doctors. Why can't I find someone else who's making these statements and can fix these things? And so I actually just at that point I took a leap of faith and said, I'm gonna go see this guy. I didn't talk to anybody else. I didn't know anybody else had been here. So here we are. I mean, I took that chance, come down. He explained to Dr. Gulani explained his case to me that you're gonna be very difficult. At one point I thought maybe he's gonna say I'm not gonna do this because he had those 2 big AK scars or incisions. That's normally where he would go in to take the cataract out and put the new one in, so he couldn't use that. So he had to go in almost down to the top of my eye to do that. But he did it, and even after I had it done, I was still skeptical because I couldn't, like you said, Mac, you couldn't see very well. It didn't seem a lot different than it did when I got here. Although today when I came, I could see the big E and I could read the second line. I'm like, I guess there is some improvement here. And I could actually see I wasn't making up. I knew there's a big E. I could just say, yep. I could see the big E because big E's on every chart. So.
Yeah.
But I could actually, it was blurry, but I could make it out. I could make a couple of letters on the second line. So, and then the little chart where they hold it has the up and down three
letters.
3 letters. I got a couple of those. I'm like, oh, maybe it is getting better.
Yeah.
So we're only day 2 out from having that done. So I'm hoping, I guess, that as time goes on, it's going to get a little better.
Yeah, same here. Did my surgery on my LaZrPlastique on Wednesday, same as you, I suppose. And then, so they did a quick check on me yesterday, and then again today with the chart, and I could definitely see better today than I could yesterday, so.
Yeah, yesterday I couldn't make out any chart.
I talked to one person that told me, well, the doctor said, thought that he was gonna have to do stage 2, but now it looks like it's good enough that he's not gonna have to, so.
Wow.
I'm kinda hoping I'm the same way.
I know I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come for stage 2.
Yeah.
Because, I want good vision. I want to be able to use this left eye when my right eye goes down. And I can't wait.
I said, I was skeptical, and yesterday or Wednesday, so I was the first one here in the morning. Dr. Gulani comes up, takes me outside. I'm like, where the heck are we going? Some creeper van gonna pull up. We're gonna get in the back of some white van outside here. Where are we going, Doc? You got a shed out back? You're taking me to? And he said, no, you're going to, my sweet here. I want to take you from the outside so you can see it. I'm like, okay. Had to be worried for a second or two. This is weird. Like, why are we going outside, Doc? But I guess it's real. I was very, very skeptical, and
That's why I contacted people personally that I saw on the website. Has anybody else done that?
I did not. I did the leap of faith.
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
You were smarter.
After what I've been through, I just.
Yeah, you wanted to have confirmation.
I found one. I didn't find. There was a picture of a guy on the I don't know if it was the YouTube side or the Facebook side or the internet side of a guy who lived in the Pittsburgh area, which is about 90 miles from where I live. But he had a uniform on one picture and a hunting picture and something else. So I emailed a friend of mine who's one of the assistant chiefs at the city of Pittsburgh Fire Department. I said, do you know this guy? And of course, he didn't know who he was, so that was over a dead end.
Right.
And I didn't really try to contact anyone else. I saw names from Pennsylvania, but I didn't know how to. All there was Joni E. It's like,
Right.
how do you find that person?
Yeah.
So, like I said, and like Mike said too, just a leap of faith, and you're hoping and praying that this is real when you get here, and
And it actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seems
it
to
is.
be.
And now that you've done 2, you can say that it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, much better.
I guess in comparing, like you said, you had your arcade done originally. It was very good. You could see fine.
Yeah.
So when you had your laser procedure yesterday, in comparison to that, like how much better is your vision already?
No, it's not as good as when I had the RK originally done. Just compared to my vision when I walked in, it's much better.
And this is going to take a while to
Yeah,
settle.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
Oh
expect-
yeah. I mean, I think I got to 2040 on the chart today, where before I couldn't see the E.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing the difference.
Wow.
Yeah.
2040 is pretty good, right?
It is.
Yeah.
And, but
Okay.
it's not a
You can
clean 2040.
You can
Is
get a driver's license with 24.
yeah,
At
and
least
it's,
in our state.
it's cloudy, which is what I was told is going to happen, and the vision's going to fluctuate, but the cloudiness will clear up and everything as it heals. But I was surprised at how well I could see today.
Yeah.
I think I asked you out in the lobby, but like this time we'll be here for 11 days.
Yeah.
And the second time you're only here for 5.
Second time, yeah. First pre-op was Tuesday, and I'm leaving tomorrow. I could probably leave, today, but I'm going to take it easy. Do the
Yeah, that's
eyes
a good
closed
idea.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
and it
we're
was
doing
much,
too.
much easier of a procedure.
Thank you for sharing
Yeah.
that
Absolutely.
information with
I'm
us.
glad
because
that I
was
could.
very informative.
Well, good
All
luck
right.
to all you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good luck with the
you
healing.
too. God bless everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
People that have never had any vision problems don't know what a gift they have.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, or just
And I
those who
wouldn't, I can't revisit my original decision, but none of this would ever have me been.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, look,
I'm a
I'm,
normal 30-year-old guy. Say I lived an active lifestyle. Doctor told me he could get rid of my glasses, and I talked to a person or two that he'd done it to, but he did it for himself, but not me. But again, I can't. I don't want to. I can't revisit that. So.
Yeah, we can't go back.
Right.
No, and look, I started
No.
wearing soft contacts before I did the RK.
Mhm.
And if I could get back to soft contacts, I consider that a win. So,
Yeah,
but,
I
you know, I'm
can't.
hoping I
I've
don't need
tried
anything.
Putting a soft contact on top of my RKI, and that came right off.
Yeah, no, same here.
It did
I
not
couldn't
feel
do it
good at
either
all.
because of the shape of the eye.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't hold it
Yeah.
in the right spot.
Yeah, I know when I got the scleral lens,
Mm-hmm.
they probably fit me for a dozen or 15 of them before they all would actually fit
Yeah,
good.
Glasses don't help me.
no,
I mean, they're paperweights.
yeah, same
They,
here.
they don't do me any good. And I'm so tired of people, when I read, I gotta read close, and they're like, you need glasses.
You have no idea
You
what I
have
need.
no idea.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Safe travels back for everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. You
Take care of it.